Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the Mars in Scorpio 2014 transit part 3. And I'm going to be giving its impact on Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And yes, that would be the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Now, the first sign I'm going to talk about, Libra. This is going to be emphasizing the second house. Much intense energy may be put into things of a financial or monetary nature. There may be more emphasis on generating income. Perhaps this may be a time where a lot of aggressive energy may be used into quote-unquote transforming possessions and discarding things that are no longer needed, things that might be somewhat insignificant or frivolous. There may be more purchases might be made on Scorpio-like items such as astrology, occult, or supernatural things such as books pertaining to the subjects. Now, for Scorpio, this is going to be for emphasis on the first house. Now, there may be abundant energy used in transforming your appearance, outlook on life, your personality, your outward, your demeanor. You may come across to others as a little bit more combative and aggressive than you ordinarily are. You may be more competitive than you ordinarily are during this transit, and may be more inclined to intensely engage in vigorous athletic competition, maybe a little more so, or just competition in general. Now for Sagittarius, the emphasis is on the 12th house. Now this may be a period of deep introspection for Sagittarius. Be careful of suppressed anger during this transit. This is perhaps through deep, intense probing and investigation. Hidden adversaries may be unveiled. Much energy may be expended on things of a private nature. You may have a little less vitality than you ordinarily do during this transit. You may be able to accomplish much behind closed doors in solitude or seclusion. Now for Capricorn, the emphasis is on the 11th house. Now, there may be much intense energy put into matters connected with friends, acquaintances, goals, and aspirations during this transit. Situations with friends may be a little more acrimonious and combative than they ordinarily are. There might be a few more arguments here and there with friends and acquaintances than usual. There may be an all or nothing approach to things that are connected with new and innovative. Perhaps you may join a group that is associated with Scorpio, such as astrology, supernatural, the occult, or perhaps join in some community watch, perhaps. The next sign we'll talk about is Aquarius, and this is the 10th house is the focal point for this transit for Aquarius, and there may be abundant intensity injected into career matters during this transit for Aquarius. There may be an intense desire for notoriety and recognition, yet avoid possible manipulation in trying to attain this. Relationships with authority figures and or the father may be a little bit more contentious and adversarial than usual. We look at this placement, and this is possible that things that are connected with, I guess we could say, Scorpio, such as forensic, astrology, supernatural, the occult, police, detective work. You may take up an interest in this as far as career matters go. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to switch a job and just make this transition and go into this field, but you may take a course or two in these subjects or one of these subjects that might eventually lead to a career change. Last but not least, Pisces, and this is the 9th house is being emphasized with the Scorpio, Mars and Scorpio transit, and there may be much intense emotional energy put into higher education, in abstract thinking, long-distance traveling. You may take a course perhaps in college or some course in astrology, the occult, metaphysical science, or something related to, I guess you could say, even police work, detective work, forensics. Could be, there might be much energy put into religion and philosophy, and these viewpoints might be changed somewhat during this period. May go through, I guess we could say, a transformation or metamorphosis for Pisces. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the Mars in Scorpio 2014 transit, part 3 of 3. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be continuing my series with the South Node in the houses. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.